was my bad. Learning to wheelie is one of the most difficult, insanely strenuous, weird, different things. If you learn to ride safe, it's basically teaching yourself to ride very, very unsafe and completely different from anything you've ever done. It's kind of like eating with a fork all your life and then somebody says use the other side. So that's been difficult. I've been slowly learning clutch ups. Damn it! Damn it! I'm not even getting up there in the RPM. Holy shit, that was good! That was good! That's better. That's a little more hop. Ah, damn it. That was better. And I've managed to get to a point where I'm consistently getting my front tire off the ground a little. But I'm playing around with the gas and I think my clutch, I'm using it not correctly. 14, can I do it? Oh, yeah. Got the front wheel off. That was nice. I'm liking that! Like I said, I'm nowhere near expert or anything. I'm just doing small hops. I'm trying to get used to doing that all the time. And I'm pretty sure now I'm to the point where I'm like, I just need to start giving it a shit ton of gas in the right area. No, too many people around. It's been a long, long struggle, and at first you'll wind up screwing up a lot, and it'll just be all sorts of like, the bike is jerking around, and you're like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but just stay with it. You get to a point where once you own it a little bit, once you can do a tiny hop up front consistently, that's when you start getting confident. That's when you start going, that's how it works. Okay. And then once you get those little things, then you can start manipulating variables. Like, the first time you ever took off in a car, it was probably the same thing as a bike, depending on if you ever learned stick shift on a car or not. Shifting on a car is very, very insanely difficult and different, because you've never done that before. Everybody says even gas, even clutch, but it's not that. It's let out the clutch to a point and then slowly start letting out the clutch more. You have to basically, like, the best way it was described to me ever, or the best person to ever teach me anything, was actually my friend Jason, which you saw him in a vlog a while ago. He was driving around with me, and we were all driving different cars, and I was at AM/PM, and there was a hill right next to where I was, and I was like, fuck, I really, really don't want to go up that. And Jason was like, you'll do fine, and he hopped, like, opened my door, and hopped right next to me, and he's hanging on the door frame, and he's like, okay, don't give it any gas, start letting out the clutch slowly. And I did, and then the car started to die, and he was like, right there is where you need to start start pressing on the gas way more, way harder. I was like, okay, so basically it's a mate there, and he's like, that's where it becomes the even less clutch, more gas. I was like, okay, never had a problem with it after that. First time going up the hill, I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, nice. And then after that, it was just squeeze and ease, smooth like butter. Yeah, seems like 51 RP or 5100 is where power starts really hitting. 3,000 RPM. No, damn it. Too much clutch. There we go. But yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You guys enjoy your day. Love you lots. See you later.